What up, what up? It's your boy Bugsy Laveau.
It's your big brother, Pizzo Bam Wham.
Southwest Florida, we are the City Boys. We got a very, very special guest. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Who we got today, man?
We got somebody who I consider a magical, mystical character. You know
Magical.
What I'm saying? She makes dreams come true. She makes nightmares appear.
Yes, sir.
She saves relationships. She saves men from themselves.
A whole guru out here, man.
And she's like a new way of like a woman empowerment, like a feminist. You know what I'm saying? Like out here just leading the revolution, one ass cheek at a time. Without further ado, we got stripper extraordinaire Marina in the building.
Marina.
Gotta let it fly, let it fly, let it fly.
City boy style.
City boy style. So real quick, man, Marina, why did you choose to be a stripper extraordinaire?
Wow. It's actually pretty funny.
Okay.
I never thought I was going to be dancing. My first time in a strip club, I was like 18 years old. They sent me in that bitch in New York.
And what was the vibe?
I loved it. I love females as well. So I was like a kid at a candy shop, you know? Like, It was crazy to me. I've never been in a club like that. But I think the day I started dancing, it's funny, my first car, I crashed it like the first day I had it.
Nah.
So I was like, nah.
What were you doing like before you was dancing?
Call center.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah, like I was doing the complete opposite.
Yeah.
It was complete opposite vibe. It was crazy how it happened, but...
So then your car crashed and you were just like, fuck it, let me just try it out.
Walked up in Scarlett's like, listen, I need a job.
Run it up real quick.
You know, because I know a bunch of dancers and they make stupid money. So I was like, if you can do it, why can't I do it? You know what I'm saying?
You wasn't nervous? Like...
Yeah, I was nervous. My first day, it took me maybe like 6... Okay, it's like a rotation, right? All the girls got to go up. 6 rotations went by before I actually went on stage. Okay. And it took me all day to build up the confidence to go up there. But as soon as I went up there, like, this white old man just went up there and... and all of it was out the door. Like, all the tension in my body just left. Like, I don't know. Felt good. Like...
What's like what's like the most you've made in a day as a stripper?
Maybe like 1,800.
So what is like when the person come in the strip club? What's the minimum you expect them to spend? If they spend anything less, you're gonna be mad at.
At least one person, at least $200 if I'm spending the day with you. But like,
so don't come to the strip club unless you got $200 in your pocket.
No, I appreciate everything. It's not always $200, but you know, like what I want. If I'm spending time with you more than my time is money. So it's like I don't want to waste my time.
All right, I'm a broke ass nigga. So if I pull up with like $40,
I'm still show love because y'all came just to show me love. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like that.
I gotta work the floor because people they will spend that $40 and they get tight if you walk away to make more money.
Get in there,
I'ma still come back, make sure everybody good, let you drink, let you experience other girls. You know what I'm saying? But like I have to walk out with something. And I have to pay to be there, so I have to make my time worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like strippers are like the best customer service salesmen. Like,
I'm telling you.
Out of any job. Like, every time, I don't really go to strip clubs like that, but like the few handful times I went, girls, like, they make me feel like I'm important and like, mind you, in the back of my head, I'm like, bitch, I know you're trying to hustle me, so you ain't thinking nothing.
Because as soon as the club closed, ain't that love no more.
Yeah, but I mean, for the time being, I feel good while I'm in there. What's like the least amount that you made?
Oh, I've had days where I've walked out with nothing, like maybe less than $100.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, you got to pay to be there, and they don't care if you don't make money. You still got to pay.
You still got to pay.
That's crazy.
So it's been super slow, and I've walked out with nothing, and I'm like, yo, why am I doing this? But you got to humble yourself because some days are so good. Like, you're like, damn, did I really just...
But days like that, would that make you go to like another club? Do strippers stay at like one club?
Yeah, I club hop like...
Okay.
Like, I never stay in one spot.
There's not like rules against that?
In smaller towns, like I know in Fort Myers, you can't go to Babes and then go to Scarlett's and then do this.
Why? That's whack.
I know, but that's just the way that it works out. Here in Miami, when I go to Miami, I'll go to 2 clubs in one day. It's no problem.
Right.
But it's Miami versus Fort Myers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's all.
It's just a rule. I don't know why they do it like that, but it's like that.
I feel like so one time I had a homegirl, she was a stripper, and then like I forgot we was kicking it, whatever. And then me and all my homeboys, we had went to her crib just to kick it and stuff. And then when we pulled up to her crib, mind you, she a stripper, so I'm thinking like she making bread. We pulled up to her crib and she like, I was like, yo, why you stripping, yo? Like, So my thing is like, yo, they should make like stripper money management classes or some shit like that, like financing.
Do you think these girls is gonna listen to somebody how you gonna spend your money? Like,
nah, you right, but at the same time, it's like,
it should be offered.
You doing all this dancing and like you still broke
because they don't know how to spend it. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll go out and blow their cash and they have nothing. I'd rather have my car, my place, because I've seen girls make more money than me daily. Yeah. And they're asking me for rides.
But why is that? Like, do they forget their goals or something when they get there or something?
They don't got no morals. Like, they spend their money on the wrong things. I'm just saying like that. Like, they don't have, I don't know, the right intuition or...
Damn, young Sim out here preaching, yo.
Preaching. Save your money.
Save your money.
Spend it right.
Because I know I spent it stupidly. Like, especially when I first started dancing, I'm sitting here thinking I'm going to go to work, get him back, because that's the mentality of a dancer. You're gonna spend it and make it back. Not all the time you're gonna make it back, but not everybody knows that, because I've been doing it for a while where I've been like dead broke, and the last, like yesterday I had like 2 bands in my shit, and the next day I spent like an idiot, like a fool, and now I gotta work my ass off just to pay rent, just to do this, just to do that, thinking that I'm gonna make it back. Sometimes it's not like that.
Yo, let me ask you, like, how is it dating as a stripper? Like, is it hard? I feel like it's hard.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you throw away your love life after that.
No, honestly, you really do. Because I feel different ways about a man that lets you strip. Because I tried the relationship thing, but it was too much. At first, he was like, go get your bread. It didn't last real long, though. Like, the longer we started dating, like, it got serious. And that's when he was like, I don't want my lady in the strip club. And I respect that, you know what I'm saying? But if you see me that I'm doing everything for myself, I feel like you don't really got to say in what I'm doing, unless you're going to try to help me, which I don't need. But if you're trying to do that for me, I respect that. Like, if you don't want me in the club, take care of me. That's all I'm saying. But I don't need somebody to take care of me, so I never put that on a man. Yeah. And I haven't been in a relationship in like 2 years, so I respect that they don't want to date a stripper. Yeah. But I feel like men shouldn't make us feel like shit for doing what we do. Right. Because there's a fine line between both of that. You know what I'm saying? There's respect and then there's disrespect. A lot of guys don't know the difference.
I wouldn't date a stripper. Like, I can't do it.
The only reason I wouldn't, because it's like I'm possessive when it comes to my female. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is why I wouldn't do it. This is a true story, dog. Right. We was at a strip club. For a nigga that don't mean to strip club, I got a lot of stories. We was at the strip club. And it was a dance. It was like a group of us. It was like me and like 3 of my homeboys. Yeah. And then we had a dancer. She was kicking it with us. You know, she was dancing. We was whatever. Yeah. And then my other homeboy, who shall remain nameless, comes in the strip club. Oh, and he's carrying a bag, right, of Chinese food. I'm like, what's he doing? I'm like, yo, what up?
I already know.
And then he's delivering lunch to his lady, who's a stripper. So then, like, he's giving her lunch. He's like, all right, baby, we'll give her a kiss on the cheek. Then he leaves. And then we go back to smacking her ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I felt some kind of way because that's my dog. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect the game. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Yeah. So
that's because of the actions of another man.
Yeah, I don't know. It feel weird. I feel weird about that.
Are there any like pet peeves in the strip clubs? Like, you ever run into a customer that's just like, oh, you know this guy will be annoying?
Where do I start?
Where do you start?
Yeah, what's my biggest proper strip club etiquette? Like,
is when a dude is sitting on the grams, sitting on Snapchat, flexing, like straight flexing, and he don't spend a dime. Yeah. That's probably the first thing that comes to my head, because I've seen it happen so many times. Okay. So many times. Sometimes they spend money, sometimes they don't. But I'm talking about they'll bring 6 stacks just to flex and leave. Have a drink and leave. And then I'll go on the gram, he's like, oh, I does this shit, da-da-da. Like, yo, what? Damn. How does that even make sense?
That's another one.
That reminds me of like the girls in like the real club who be in VIP, like on Snap, with other people
drinking my bottles and shit.
That's like the same shit.
That is the same shit when you look at it though. But men took it to a whole nother level.
What's another one?
When a dude drag his girlfriend to the strip club.
Yeah,
but wouldn't that be fun? Like a guy,
people try to make it to be.
The one AKA drag, emphasis on the drag. You know what I'm saying? Because like I love couples. Most of the money I make is on couples. Females, like a lot of girls love going to the strip club, especially with their man, because they enjoy females as well. But there always is that one girl that's just sitting there with a stank face. Her boyfriend got a water cash, and nobody will go up to him because she's sitting there like just give it off that energy. Mm-hmm. And a lot of time that's what I get in Miami. Not so much here, but girls literally get dragged to the strip club and they just take that shit. But they don't even realize that they're killing the vibe for the whole experience. Mm-hmm. So it's like, just get drunk, let loose. But they just be sitting there.
With a mug on all.
Yeah, mean mugging a bitch. Like,
just tapping the whole night.
But I don't know. Other than that, I love couples.
Yeah, I feel like they'll probably spend the best money. And they'll probably spend the most money, and then they'll probably both get drunk and go home and have mad passionate sex. Like, I don't know how it relates.
Trying to take me home. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I get it so often. But
all right, do you run into like people who go to the strip club for the first time? Like, do they stand out like a sore thumb?
They do stand out because you can see like sweaty palms. They don't know what to do with themselves. So
how would you make them comfortable? Like a first time stripper?
I make jokes like, let me take your strip club virginity. Let me do a dance for you. You know, I usually got to make them laugh, make them feel comfortable. Tell them to get a drink. Tell them they'll feel better after the drink, which they usually do. They start to let loose and shit. Mm-hmm. But you can always notice because they just got this nervous ass look on their face.
That's me. I'll be nervous.
They be so nervous. I'm like, just relax. Da-da-da-da-da. I've gotten a lot of guys that it was their first time and like I said, they got dragged by a friend. Yeah. They started talking about their girlfriend. I'm like, oh, cute. Bring your girlfriend. No,
hey, I low-key was that nigga, bro.
I respect that.
I used to be that nigga back in the day, bro. Now I'm a dog.
Let me ask another question. Is there such thing as stripper beef?
Hell yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
There's so much tension in it. It's like high school, but worse because there is money involved. Mm-hmm. These bitches are so catty. Mm-hmm. It just really depends on what type of club you go to, but there's always going to be that energy, whether it's a white club and they just or if it's a different type of club and they'll just press you, because there's a lot of clubs I won't go to because they're just dangerous, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like, cut a bitch face over some money.
Like over tips?
Yeah, like Miami, I done seen some crazy shit, like a girl put a gun out on another chick, like it gets crazy, but there's always going to be that energy, whether it's petty energy or something dangerous. But I've gotten a lot of, like, girls fuck with my money because I don't deliberately fuck with their money, but a dude's going to spend on me.
Yeah, so, like, y'all split at the end of the day? Like, what goes on?
Like, what you mean by fuck with your money? Like, how
like, does it count, like, when you dance with the same person as them?
I got this story.
Okay.
I got this little story. I'm not going to name the club. This is recent. I got let go because of this. 3 girls. They was, a little couple. They wanted us to dance for them. And there's a rule in the club, not all clubs, but the club that I was at, you can't dance on the floor. So we're dancing anyways. I'm not really doing much. I'm just ass in her face, clapping a little bit. I'm not really doing much. I didn't think anybody was going to notice, but he started making it rain. So immediately the manager sees it on the camera. He comes up to us, drags 3 girls in a room. And as soon as we get dragged back there, that one dancer is like, I try to tell him so. It's them. Just throwing it on us.
Everybody in the room.
And I kind of sat there. I was like, apologized to the manager, let it slide. He walked out. She walked out right behind him. So I'm looking at the blondie like, this is our bread. We splitting this 2 ways, and that's it. Mm-hmm. We split it. Other chick didn't come to me the whole time. Went to the manager, bitch. The whole night for like maybe an hour left that I was there, they kept calling me to the back over shit. Made me split the money with her, split it.
And she was the one that was trying to throw y'all under the bus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Same girl that was trying to throw us under the bus.
Shiesty.
And I split it anyways, whatever. The tension kept building up. They ended up firing me because I was pissed at that point.
Mm-hmm. Right.
1, she wasn't coming to me as a woman. 2, you're getting me in trouble for the pettiest shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was getting angry at this point and I couldn't hold my bubble in no more. And I had my peoples was in the club. So I was talking about it and I guess he heard it from the camera and he was like, you're an entertainer, you're supposed to be entertaining, what are you doing, gossiping? Like, why are you in my face right now? And he was so angry the whole night, they let me go. Damn. I was like, I'm not going to argue with you if I know I'm right. Like, that's wrong what they did. They made me split money that she didn't. First of all, she wasn't even dancing. She was just standing there. I knew she was going to do that because she was being weird the whole night. So that was a big letdown. I had to split my money. I had to break my ego. But
it's kind of like you had to swallow your pride on top of swallowing your pride from being a stripper. Like,
it was annoying.
Stripper lives matter. Stripper lives matter.
What?
I got something else that I want to touch on. Like, I see a lot of girls that they'll start stripping and stuff like that. But my question is always like, how long can you do that? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's no longevity. I feel like it's a quick hustle, and then you like go to something.
It's supposed to be a stepping stone to get you out of something. That's how I see it. I do it still. It's only been 2 years for me, but I know girls that's been doing it for years. Yeah. I'm talking about I'm friends with their daughters, like they're old, and they have not found that stepping stone. Like no other second job. This is the only thing they depend on, and that's what I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because
old strippers look crazy. They look crazy in the club.
They look crazy.
They look crazy.
They be the drunkest. They be the loudest.
Yeah, they look crazy.
They look crazy.
They look lonely more than anything.
Yeah, especially the bad body ones.
Yeah,
they be making money though because their talk game is up there. They've been doing it for so long. They know what to say and what not to say. So I watch them make bread.
So like that brings me to my next point. Like, what makes a better stripper? Like a finer, like look wise, or like a better talk game?
Honestly, I really don't know how to answer that because you gotta be in the middle.
When I go to a strip club, right, I get there. The first person that approached me, that's kind of, I'm like, okay, I like them. Rather than, I don't know, I'm coming out the blue and then I have to go find what I gotta find. Yeah. So I would consider the best one the one that's more social.
Talkative, trying to get in the loop. Yeah. I don't know because I've been in strip clubs and I've seen the baddest girl like get rained on. She'll go and say what's up to the customer, but just kind of sit there. And that's when she'll stop making money. But I've seen the ugly girl talk, and she'll be there for an hour, but she'll get that nice tip at the end before they leave. So it's really 50-50 because it all depends on the guy. Like sometimes they just want to be sitting next to a pretty girl. Right. Sometimes they go in there for conversation. Yeah. So it's all about the dude.
I heard that about Cardi B. Like my people that knew her from back in the day when she was stripping, they said she wasn't the best dancer, but she's the best hustler. Like she'll talk to everybody.
I could imagine. She's out there. She's an entertainer. That's how she got famous. She got famous off of Vines. We thought everything she said was funny. That's how she blew up. So I could imagine that she was in there banking because she probably wasn't the baddest bitch in her club. But that probably goes back to what you're saying. It's all about talk game. It's all about how you make the customer feel instead of just sitting there looking cute, you know? So I think being more on the talk game is better.
Do you get hated on by a lot of females?
Of course. But, you know, it's all competition.
I don't mean like strippers. I mean like girls will be like, hey, like my
like in your regular life.
Yeah, like
my
husband keep coming to you.
There are girls that are... I have a friend. I've never experienced anything too crazy because I honestly have never associated with my customers outside the club. Okay. But I have a homegirl that she had a dude coming back for her, and the wife found out and made a whole Instagram of her, put her number out there, put her information out there, all this shit like, oh, I'll fuck for bread, I'll do this for money, and it like her family found out about her dancing, all this crazy ass shit, and it just blew up in her face just because she was making money off a dude. And there are girls that will be that petty. I've never personally experienced it because I never really get that far with dancers. You know what I'm saying? But
you kind of keep it professional.
I feel like back
I keep
in
it
the
as
day,
professional as possible.
Like back in the day, I felt like being a stripper is like you wanted to keep it more discreet. But now it's like people they'll become like social media influencers off of it. Yeah. So like, how do you still care about keeping your private life private aside from like being in the club, or do you like you don't care, or you'll tell anybody?
I think about it a lot, honestly. Sometimes people should do tell me like, why don't you just go in a club and leave it at that instead of posting it on social media? But I feel like a lot of my money comes from the fact that I post. People will come to wherever club I'm at just because I post it.
I feel that.
So I feel like it's kind of like branding yourself. Like I'm trying to make a name for myself, whether it's dancer or owning my own business. I want to do something like at the end of the line. And if this got to be like the beginning, then I'm going to do what I got to do. So I will brand myself. But I know a lot of girls for their own reason, you know, whether it's kids or whatever. I don't got nothing like that on my back. Like my family know what I do now. So I don't got anything stopping me. But I keep it to, you know, like a subtlety when I put it up there. Not too much, but just enough.
Like you're not going to see what you'll see in the club on your Instagram.
Yeah. Sometimes I go on live.
I'm about to say.
Then I delete it because I got the juice. So like at the moment,
gonna put me on point.
I be tuning in. I ain't gonna lie. I be tuning in. She be doing tricks. I remember you was hanging off like you was on a boat or something.
Oh yeah.
And you was hanging.
Okay.
And all I seen was thighs rocking. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that's skill. Right?
Just enough.
Just enough. Just enough. What is like? Is there like a right a wrong way for a client to act like? And pretty much what I'm trying to ask is like, it be a lot of niggas be trying to buy pussy like at the strip club?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dudes will come in there with intentions to buy pussy. Like not even get a dance, not get a drink. They'll go in there and start asking what's your price. Me, that's the disrespectful part. They say it just like that. What's your price? And if I'm in a good mood, I'm a be funny about like, $15K. Yeah. Like this. I make a joke out of it. But most of the time I just look at them like, that's cute. You gotta pay for pussy. Like I give them shit for it, cause that's disrespectful. Asking me like, "What's your price?" Crazy. Like some guys, they'll give you a little disclaimer before they ask. Like, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound this way." Like I appreciate those guys, but at the same time, like you still asking me, and that makes me feel like, damn, do I look like a prostitute?
No disrespect, but I'm about to disrespect you.
Yeah, type. It's crazy, but I don't know.
How much fucking goes on in the club?
Depends on what club we're talking about. If I'm in Miami, I already know what to expect. My first night in Miami, I think it was Booby Trap on the River. It was me. It was a bunch of football players. It was me, some girl that looked just like me, big curly hair, and then older John. She was still bad, fake boobs, slim, tatted up.
Okay.
And me and girl, this is my first time doing a new club, so I was a little nervous. But, once that cash started rolling in, it was the dudes sitting in the VIP chairs, the bottles of champagne. It was a huge-ass table, and me and homegirl are standing in front of the table. We're making money. All we got to do is just dance. Nobody's even touching us. We're just butt-ass naked. Like, ain't nothing to it. And I see homegirl drop on her knees within, 5 minutes of being there. And she starts giving top right there.
What?
In VIP, not even like in the champagne room, not even trying to be discreet.
In
I'm
VIP.
talking about right there in the booths. And I'm just looking around. Nobody's really paying no mind to it. And I'm just like, okay.
Also, they don't really care. Like
they don't give a damn. And when I tell you anything goes in Miami, anything goes. So that's why it's hit and miss for me over there. Yeah, Miami's like a whole different world than it is over here. Over here, it's strictly dancing. In any smaller club, it's strictly dancing. Like, it's illegal as hell. It's still illegal over there, but it's Miami. There's so much going on. They're not worried about what the dancers are doing. They're worried about the guns. They're worried about this. They're worried about that. That same club, Booby Trap on the River, they just lost a bouncer, got shot in the head. Faded, that's what they're worried about out there. So it's just two different worlds. It's two different worlds. I gotta mentally prepare myself every time.
That's crazy. This shit sound like a battlefield.
You know what I'm saying? But even though it's crazier out there, would Miami still be the place to be for strippers because of the money?
Not a stripper that's just starting out, no.
Oh, because they wouldn't be
mentally prepared for that shit. Because whether it's the workers or when I'm talking about workers, I'm talking about the bouncers, the waitresses. There's everybody's trying to make their money. I've had a bouncer steal money from right under me in Miami. I've had the girls. I've had, bro. Oh my God, you don't even know. And I'm talking about little petty money. I told him to keep it. Type nonsense.
That's how petty it was.
I've had the waitresses at a certain club shun me. I'm talking about I will sit there and yell out their name, and as soon as they look at me, they turn around. They will not serve me. And it's just it's a whole different world out there. I ain't gonna lie,
being a stripper sound hard.
And it's all because of money, though.
Sound like it's rough.
Everybody thinks it's such an easy life, and I mean,
and that's the thing.
It can be because I've seen girls go a different way, but I'm talking about the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I'd rather take it the hard way and struggle a little bit, but that's just me. I've seen girls go a whole different way, but it's definitely not easy.
Struggles of a stripper. It sound like a soap opera.
It is. It's a whole novella in that joint.
Novella.
It's fucking crazy.
What strip clubs like? What's the difference between a white strip club and a
besides the music?
Honestly,
what kind of people would you?
I've been at Playhouse in Miami.
I think I
heard and it's really it's really ghetto in there.
Okay.
I was the smallest girl in there, and I should have known. Oh my God. And then when they go on stage, they doing a wildest shit. I should have known, but I gotta pay $135 just to work there. And I walked in and it was just this small ass club and it was packed and it was hot. I was getting nervous. The girls were looking different. You know, so there was clearly favorites. So it threw me off. But it's definitely, when I walk into a white club, The only thing that I get nervous about is every once in a while I'll get a racist guy.
Really?
I really will get a racist guy. But most of the time, it's possible.
Saying, all titties matter.
Right.
That blew my mind.
But most of the time when I go into a white club, I know what I'm not nervous at all because I'm the intimidating one. White men look at me like, oh my God. Like, you know, some of them won't come up to me.
So what would be like racism in the strip club?
For instance, this one time, whether it's coming from the staff, I've had staff tell me to straighten my hair, or I can't do this, or I can't put braids in. I've been told not to wear certain things, not to wear my hair up.
What
the same stuff you facing like regular workplaces too. That's what's crazy.
First of all, white strip clubs is whack, bro. Like I went to one and the bitch was out there dancing to Bon Jovi. That shit threw me off.
Yeah.
So that was my last time going.
I went to one and it was stank. I ain't playing no names like that, but I went there. It was stank.
I know it's true.
I ain't going there again.
Oh man, but I get a lot of racism from the customers. Like somebody just said like, I was trying to say what's up. Nobody had went up to him. And he was like, I'm not trying to talk to you. This is that. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I kiss all my customers in the cheek. I'm Hispanic, so I naturally do that.
Yeah,
and he literally, like, pushed me away. And he was like, I forgot what he said word to word because I don't want to throw it out there. But he said some shit that really upset me, and it's hard to upset me in the strip club. I, like, that whole... It busted my ego. And the next girl that went up to him was like little small 18-year-old, like little white girl that just started. He was all over that. Immediately took her to the back. This is that and the third. And then I told some girl about it and she was like, oh yeah, I don't even walk up. Some girl that's darker than me, oh yeah, I don't even walk up to him. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. I'm like, yo, I can't believe people like that exist. Because he could have took it a whole other way. He could have handled it differently. But he's probably doing worse and reacting worse to other girls that are darker than me, and it blows my mind that people are still like that. And it's something simple, like people are getting physical over racism, so I'm glad it just didn't get to that. He pushed me, but I've seen some crazier on the internet. So if I wasn't at work, it would have went completely different for me. But I just had to eat it and just walk away. But
does it hurt? Like, I wouldn't say hurt, but would you get in your feelings? Like, say it's you, 3 other women, right? And then a guy wants that certain type of female. Do you even feel any type of way because people have preferences? Or?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If I'm not making money, I'm gonna take it personally because I'm already in a mood where I'm like, damn, what's wrong? Like,
right.
But most of the time, I gotta respect that everybody has their type. So most of the time, I won't take it personally.
And do you have your type in the strip club? Is there a certain guy that you would go for more
type
than
that pay?
Simple.
I mean, obviously simple. That, but like, say you can't tell his pockets off rip, who would you go to?
The scammer, whoever look like a scammer.
No, because most of those dudes just trying to take me out the club.
How you feel? You see gold teeth.
I know they're gonna give me good stage money. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Off rip, I
so
can
gold
tell
teeth,
you.
That's a sign.
They like to show out. If you have gold teeth, you like the way you look, you like to show out. Like, I know you're gonna tip me, so I'm gonna play some Gucci Mane, I'm gonna play some this, I'm gonna play some that.
All right.
But
or if you got new shoes on, brand new.
Same type of deal, but then he might be here just to flex. The same guy that's just doing it for the snap, so I might not walk up to you. A lot of the time, I'm not the girl that walks up to everybody. Yeah. Because I'm an introvert, and that'll hurt you being a dancer.
That's interesting.
I'm not an extrovert. I don't like to waste my energy on something that I know is going to rub off on me in a bad way. And most of the energy that walks in there is in the strip club. It's going to be bad energy. I feel that. It's going to be black, or it's rub off on you. But sometimes you just got to take it and be quick with it. Like, if I got that juice on me, I'm going to be, like, I have way better talking when I got liquor on me. And I feel like that's for everybody. It's called liquid courage. I can work a room. But if I'm sober, I'm going to be sitting there being picky as hell. I'm not going to I'm going to wait till the money walks to me. Yeah. Or when I go on stage, my routine, I wait till I go on stage. Whoever tips me, I'm going to go talk to you regardless because you tipped me. I'm finna go show you some love. See if I can take it further from there. But most of the time, I'm not the girl that. I see girls, they hustle, they walk from guy to guy to guy to guy to guy to guy. Yeah. I can't do that for my own reasons.
And I don't want that female either.
Yeah, like some guys like it, some guys don't. But I'm really picky with who I spend my time with, who I spend my energy with. That's just me. Not every girl that works like that. But sometimes a girl that works differently than me is making more money than me. She's just eating it. She's just hustling. Yeah. A lot of girls. I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl.
Respect that. This has been real insightful.
Very insightful.
Very insightful. I feel like I learned a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm probably still not gonna go to strip club. But,
I ain't gonna lie.
He's trying to keep his pockets dead.
My last strip club experiences was horrible, so I want to redeem it. And I feel like now that I got this new knowledge, I'm gonna walk into the building with swag, and I'm gonna just, feel myself. So I feel like my next strip club experience is gonna be a great one.
All right, man. Hopefully. As y'all know, I like to end these with a poem. You know what I'm saying? A guy like myself likes to be vulnerable and expose himself different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that.
I hope y'all tune in. This one is called "Take My Nut Back." Okay. It goes something like this. I'm excited now.
If you like it, make sure you snap.
Make sure you snap.
Don't
if you
forget
enjoy
to
it.
Snap.
It goes, "Ain't no pain like the pain I got from making the wrong decision. My heart told me one thing, but I chose not to listen. A hard head make a soft ass, and a hard turn could lead to a dead end. Fuck. Wish I could take my nut back. Your homegirl is finer. I chose to smash the wrong friend."
It happens to the best of us.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Bugs Laveau.
We got Simba in this bitch. Pizzo Bam Wham in this bitch.
We out.
City Boys 94.9. Wham.